San Diego. 6'2", 175 from Tacoma, Washington. And airballed it.
Attempt is a little bit short. We've seen that a couple of times tonight, huh?
Hey, these kids, it's late for them, one. Two, it's colder than usual. A little cold in the gym.
Yeah, a little bit.
We were at practice early in the week. Oklahoma was wearing beanies at practice. Couldn't deal with the cold.
Misses both free throw attempts and rebound pulled down by Tony Crocker.
Long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts. Couldn't
Willie
believe
Warren, wide open, three-pointer, knocks it down.
He's preseason All-American because he can shoot a little bit. Tickling the twine. And ballooning the lead 20-14.
McCullum. Over to Johnson, and now a foul's going to be called against Oklahoma. There's that three-point attempt from Willie Warren. Got his feet square and just knocked it down.
That was all started by Mason Griffin. Good look cross court, knowing where the openings were. It was an easy trifecta from the left-hand corner.
Foul called against Ryan Wright. Three-point attempt. Up and off the front of the iron, no good. Ball tipped around. I think actually an Oklahoma Sooner might have tipped that ball in.
Add one to the red and white on a different column.
Man, Russa will get credit for the bucket. Cuts the Oklahoma lead to 4. Warren guarded by Jackson over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in the key. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Clinton Houston.
That's not Fitzgerald's move right there.
Johnson, 15-footer at the free throw line, falls.
Boy, he is quick in the open court, isn't he? Like a cat in the open field. Did a little job, stutter step, then brought it back, had lift off the planks.
2-point lead now, 20-18 for Oklahoma. Tony Crocker, and a illegal screen is going to be called against Fitzgerald, and he can't believe it.
Take another look at this one. Boy, was that nice little dipsy-do. Put up the big top. Woo. The circus is in town.
Willie Warren got lost. Tiny Gallon will come back into the ball game for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Willie Warren, known as one of the best athletes in Division I hoops. Looked like his feet were in sand right there.
Yeah.
Had nowhere to go.
Johnson in the lane. Nice extra pass and coming over. Tiny Gallon says, don't bring that in my house, young man.
The racer coming from the weak side, slapping it away.
Tommy Mason Griffin open for three, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Oklahoma, and they'll reset the offense. Gallon calling for it. On the left block, double team. Swing it back out to Willie Warren, top of the key, and Gallon hits the deck, and I'm going to call a foul against San Diego.
Has to be a foul. Tiny Gallon's going to hit the deck.
Look at Tiny Gallon rotate over and come over and swat that shot. Wow.
Boy, he's got some size, but he's got some wheels with that size.
You know, he's athletic for how big he is.
I know. Came for the left side, erased it on the right side.
Warren inbounds the ball for Oklahoma. Nice crossover dribble, and ball was poke checked away, and now a jump ball. And the possession arrow favors the Toreros.
Mason Griffin, one of those floor leaders for Oklahoma, sees the basketball game in high def, sees where there's openings, sees where there's creases, and always attacks those, and does a very good job for the Sooners. And boy, does he have a future.
Oklahoma's got 3 guards on the floor right now. Crocker, Mason Griffin, and Willie Warren, along with Tiny Gallon for the Sooners. And also checking into the ball game, I believe, is Orlando Allen. And the shot is good. The Toreros, a three-pointer.
I don't think that's San Diego's offense, but when you're hitting them, feel it, big guy. A little step back from behind the arc, tickling the twine, doing a very good job from outside.
Tiny Gallon has the ball swatted away and goes out of bounds. Turnover against Oklahoma. San Diego's got a 1-point lead, 21-20. Crocker applying a little full court pressure, and San Diego having a little bit of trouble. Finally, they get across the timeline. Ginty.
23 on the shot clock. Boy, they're doing a very good job, Oklahoma, keeping San Diego deep in that shot clock. It's all defensive prowess.
San Diego, front of their offensive set. Jackson in the lane, kicks it over to Ginty, who swings it over to Johnson for three. Rebound pulled down by Tiny Gallon.
He plays above the rim.
Mason Griffin, and Griffin's going to be called for a push-off as Johnson hit the deck.
Take a look at number 35. He's so big they couldn't even have the back of his jersey logoed with his name.
I think that's Orlando Allen, who does wear number 21. He wore 21 to start the game, and maybe he got some blood on his jersey and had to switch.
Fills that 35 out nicely.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Got an extra young T on that one.
Orlando Allen, a 6'10 junior from Cincinnati, Ohio. Torero's in the front court. Dump it down low. Turnaround hook shot off the front of the iron, no good, and yet another rebound for Tiny Gallon. He's really playing above the rim, as you said, Mark.
One and done. It's all Tiny Gallon on the boards for Oklahoma.
Warren, loft pass to Allen, and his shot is blocked. Putback attempt, no good. Ball still loose. Allen again can't get the putback, and Gallon's holding his eye. He got poked in the eye. It's 5-on-4 right now as Gallon's slow getting back. And Allen's going to be called for the foul, and that'll bring us to the under 4 timeout with 3:43 remaining here in the first half. San Diego has the lead back, 21-20. We'll be back with more action right after this. Deshaun Jackson, excuse me.
Rattled that one home.
Makes the first free throw attempt, and his second free throw attempt is up, and this one rattles home as well. Extends the lead to 3 points.
Token pressure here by San Diego. 23-20. Boy, Oklahoma's tied them, went up one, but just can't get that big lead they're used to.
Mason Griffin in the front court for the Oklahoma Sooners. Willie Warren now back over to Mason Griffin, top of the key, calls for a screen. Runs into Orlando Allen, his teammate. Now they dump it down to Allen, and the ball is swatted out of bounds by Houston of San Diego, and ball will stay right here with Oklahoma.
San Diego making this a half-court basketball game. Partly Oklahoma, too, as well. They're not really pushing the issue, but doing a good job when they're in that half-court defensive set.
Tiny Gallon gets the inbounds pass. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Long three-pointer by Willie Warren off the back of the iron, no good. And a good defensive set by the Toreros right there on that possession.
That was Willie Warren not realizing what was on the shot clock. Jeff Capel not pleased with that offensive possession. If you get 4 and out of bounds, the worst thing is it's coming out of bounds, so you had a while to think about it.
Tiny Gallon's going to pick up the foul 30 feet away from the basket. He's complaining he's got, was it a foul against him?
Pleading his case.
Yeah.
One of the highest rated recruits to ever sign with Oklahoma. One of 8 McDonald's All-American in school history. 4 in the past 3 years. Weighing in at 350 in November 2008 and 318 pounds when he arrived in OU's campus the first week in June of 2009. I guarantee they cut out one thing. McDonald's, and they added one other thing. Some laps.
There you go. Some extra, suicides on the basketball court after practice.
How about this? Totaled 124 dunks during his 2 years at Oak Hill. They actually counted that.
That's pretty amazing. Some high schools don't even count that. Second free throw attempt from Johnson is up and good. And San Diego pushes their lead back out to 5 points here, Mark.
Well, when you're 300 pounds, usually count them because that's how many backboards you go through.
Kay Davis back at the ball game for Oklahoma. So is Andrew Fitzgerald. Davis comes around a curl screen. Willie Warren gives it to Pledger. They dump it down low to Fitzgerald. Back out to Davis. Top of the key. 3. High arcer off the back of the iron and no good.
Boy, Davis knows his role. Catch and shoot.
Johnson, top of the key, three-pointer, up and in. San Diego taking an 8-point lead with 2:17 remaining.
He's just saying, guys, I'll put you on my back and we'll win this one here in the last frontier, 28-20.
Davis swings it over to Warren. Warren comes off his screen, drives the lane, floater in the lane, up and good. Count the bucket, and he'll go to the line for the three-point play.
And get up there, and he plays so far above the rim, he could do a lot of things, even though he's only 6'4", 203.
Willie Warren's free throw attempt up and good. A lot of people felt that Willie Warren could have been an NBA draft pick coming out after 1 year at college at Oklahoma, but he decided to come back and get some more experience under his belt.
Yeah, get some seasoning.
Double team in the front court. San Diego having a little bit of trouble. Johnson over on the right wing. Kicks it over to Jackson. Fadeaway three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Cade Davis. Oklahoma down by 5, a minute 30 remaining.
Warren also can play that point guard position. That's why I think a lot of the NBA scouts are licking their chops.
Fitzgerald turnaround hook shot, and he's fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So right now, Oklahoma trying to get back in this ball game by dumping the ball down low, it seems, and using their big guys and getting to the free throw line.
You win games like this that look at the moment not the prettiest basketball games, when you're not playing the best basketball, when you're not hitting those outside jumpers. What you do is you get it inside, especially when you have a size advantage. So you work inside out. That's where you're going to free up Willie Warren with the dribble drive, and also, of course, Crocker from the outside knocking down the trifectas.
Andrew Fitzgerald, a freshman from Baltimore, Maryland's first free throw attempt, up and nothing but net.
Boy, they just keep running the size in. It's like a football team. They need any linemen over there at Oklahoma? Just look at the basketball team. They got a few.
These two teams have only met once previously. Oklahoma won that game back in November of 1999 at the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman, Oklahoma.
San Diego's known as one of those teams that always slays the Goliath.
Genty swings it over to Jackson. A little 2-3 zone now implied by the Sooners. Johnson almost lost the dribble, able to contain it, and a foul is going to be called, and I think it's going to go against Cade Davis.
We talked about, of course, players that play above the rim. Johnson plays below the kneecaps. Did a very good drop, a good little dribble, a good little dump off here. Goes baseline, loses the handle. Put up the big top. We said it once already. Leaving the dime, picking up a foul.
Manresa at the free throw line knocks down the first free throw attempt. Manresa, a freshman from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. Second free throw attempt from Manresa is up and nothing but net. Under a minute to play here in the first half. Oklahoma down by 6 points. 30-24. Willie Warren rises and fires off the front of the iron. No good. Nobody boxed out. Fitzgerald, though, goes up, gets the bucket, count it, and he'll go to the free throw line once again.
Yeah, Fitzgerald came in untouched. I mean, nobody even looked at him. Fitzgerald, big number 4, goes straight up. Take another look at it. Did a good job corralling the ball, gathering himself, and going up strong. The hoop and the arm. He'll go to the line for a little bit of extra credit.
So Fitzgerald will stand at the free throw line once again. He was 1 of 2 on his last trip. See if he can convert on the and one. Up and good.
Full court, token pressure by Oklahoma.
3-point lead.
Shot clock still on with 41 on the game clock.
Oklahoma trapped into the backcourt. Torero has break the pressure, though, and a nice pass, unable to convert on the layup attempt. Here comes Oklahoma out and running. Willie Warren in the lane, hangs, fires, no good. Put back attempt by Fitzgerald, no good. Still batted around, and Warren can't get it to fall. Halfway down and out, no good.
San Diego had some bunnies missed, and now the Oklahoma Sooners getting the bug as well. They missed some bunnies above the rim. That's the second time the officiating crew has blown the whistle. Not too sure why.
Bunch of missed layups attempts there from Oklahoma. Had 3 cracks at it, just unable to get the ball to go through the hoop, and the officials stopped the clock once again.
Not too sure where the mix-up was.
This is the second time this has happened. It's not a clock problem.
Yeah.
Inadvertent whistle.
Yeah, 2 inadvertent whistles early on in this tilt. One as a substitution came in.
It's kind of rare in basketball you see an inadvertent whistle. That's more of a football thing.
Hey, it is 10 o'clock here in the last frontier. Maybe these referees getting a little sleepy. Seeing
Jackson.
things, dreaming, seeing things they usually don't.
Jackson running the show here, 5 seconds left. Over to Johnson, 3, 2, 1, rise and fire. Got it!
Ouch! Jeff Capel saying ouch as he walks into the locker room. 33-27. We were worried about Oklahoma overpowering San Diego. Boy, it's the other way around. It's outside prowess, sharp shooting, and a great 3.
Well, at halftime, San Diego leads 33-27. We'll take a quick break. We'll have a halftime interview with Brad Lowers right after this.
And also the inside combo of Wright and Tiny. Not been an issue at all.
Well, Oklahoma will start with the ball to open the second half of play. Warren over the right wing, swinging over to Mason Griffin. Bounce pass, Tony Crocker immediately double team. Willie Warren, left wing, 3-pointer, no good.
Falling away on the shot, go through the basket.
Here's Johnson, 18 points, and Warren rises up and swats that one out of there. They're going to call him for goaltending.
You be the judge here.
I think the ball was still on the way up. Warren rose up out of nowhere.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. I think they got it because he pinned it against the glass. But that was close.
Referee came by. I'm asking for a replay. What do you got, guys? What do you got?
No replay right now. Tiny Gallon with the follow-up from Willie Warren's missed putback. Oklahoma still down 6, the way they started the second half. Both teams traded a couple of buckets.
You can tell they have a little bit more urgency right now coming out of that halftime speech by Jeff Capel. I guarantee I would want to have been a fly on that wall because I guarantee there was a few things said that really rose the hairs off of Oklahoma Sooners' necks because I know they were scared of Jeff Capel.
Chris Lewis knocks down a long 2-pointer. Extends the Toreros lead. Mason Griffin, top of the key. Dump it down to the right block to Tiny Gallon. Back it out to Crocker. Crocker trying to free himself up. Now gives it up to Gallon. Jump step. Nice jump step in the lane. Lays it off the glass and in. And Lewis hits the deck, and he pops right back up, though.
Looked like he misstepped.
Yeah.
Just hit the deck face first. 37-31. Sooners cutting into that lead.
You get the feeling that this one's going to start coming down to the wire here, Mark.
You can just see it in Willie Warren's eyes. The defensive intensity has been ratcheted up a couple notches.
Genty dumps it down low to Marafa. Kick it back out to Jackson now.
Jackson, their leading scorer, has not been a factor for San Diego.
Marafa posts up, fade away. Count the bucket as he was fouled by Ryan Wright on the shot, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play.
Good inside, outside. San Diego trying to get Oklahoma in some foul trouble, going underneath early, and boy, good step back. Hit the body, got a little separation.
So Marafa will stand at the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. Marafa from Recife, Brazil, makes the free throw attempt. And it's a 9-point lead, 40-31. Oklahoma kind of being shell-shocked a little bit here.
2 high screens by Wright.
Mason Griffin, jump stop in the lane, 14-footer, no good. Put back attempt by Tiny Gallon, up and in.
If you're Oklahoma right now, Why don't you just shoot it, doesn't matter where you're at, and just tell all the boys to go get it. Because it seemed to be their best offense.
Certainly has done some work on the glass here to start the second half for Oklahoma. Ginty, top of the key.
Jackson's been draped, whoever's on him, doing a great job.
And now a foul's going to be called, and I think they're going to hit Tony Crocker up with the foul.
Mason Griffin doing a good job. Willie Warren on him as well. Stephen Pledger was on him for a while as well. Jackson's just been draped. Taking another look at that rebound put back.
The big man skying up there. So foul goes against Tony Crocker. Jackson, step back, fade away, no good. Warren tips the ball to himself, unable to save it. Actually, he does save it, but he tipped it right to a Torero, and an easy 2 points for Chris Lewis.
A cardinal sin in basketball. Don't throw it on your opposing side.
Mason Griffin with the assist to Ryan Wright, and he slams it home.
Good little dribble drive, little crossover. And a little dish for the dunk.
Oklahoma down by 7, 42-35. 16:45 remaining here in the first half, and a three-pointer up and in by Chris Lewis. So right now, everything that the Toreros are throwing up is going through the hoop.
Where's the answer? You know, Griffin's had a few dunks, a few good dimes, and of course, the rest of the interior Wright's had a few dunks as well. And boy, every time they've done something inside, San Diego's had an answer outside.
The freshman wants it. Gallen loses the ball in the paint. Turnover against Oklahoma. Johnson going the other way. Kicks out to Deshaun Jackson. Three ball up and in. You got to get a timeout if you're Jeff Capel, and that's exactly what he does.